You know, as I look up, I see he got a little bit of a ways before he hits it, but I see a lot of inbound traffic on the Gulf Freeway towards downtown, so he's going to hit a snag.
Yes, it always does back up. That's the way I come into work, so I'm familiar with that area.
Well, and it looks as though he's running into a lot more traffic. We're now seeing a lot more cars, and that appears to be, there he goes again, smashed right into that SUV, police SUV, spinning around, and it looks a portion of the bumper just fell off. He is now blocked in. This is at the Broadway exit. And you can see all the officers getting out of the car.
Weapons are drawn at this point. You can see they're going for the suspect. He's now on the ground. Looks like they're definitely trying to subdue him right at this point.
And it appears as though he is the only one. And Andy, I know you're trying to show us a fairly tight shot of him, but as you saw just a moment ago, there must have been at least a half dozen or more police vehicles in hot pursuit here, and we see them now all gathering around him. Not much time for conversation. He realized he could not get out on the driver's side, so he tried to come out through the passenger side, and it was over in just a matter of moments.
He's got some severe injuries to his face at this point. Well, he's rear-ended two vehicles at this time, so there was obviously a lot of some violent collisions going on that he was a part of at this point.
Well, and the lucky thing is that he did not smash Andy Bass into anybody else. He tried to rear end that police SUV. And then he spun around several times, but fortunately did not take out any innocent civilians who also happened to be on the road at that time. Here we go.
Two collisions at this point. Here's a first collision that he took out. This police cruiser here. That one looks like it's a, can't tell if that's an HPD cruiser or not, but
he just plows right into the backup and pushes him into the divider there, flips him over, and keeps going. Incredibly bold at this point. And then I guess he figured it worked so well the first time he was going to try it again, this time with a much heavier police vehicle.
Now got him on the hood of the car. He's handcuffed at this point. He's the gentleman from all intents and purposes is the one with the black T-shirt on there, dark hair. Looks like police are going through his pockets at this point and frisking him down.
And also searching his car. Andy, you're able to have a much better vantage point than we are. Anything else that you're seeing? Have they shut down traffic at this point? Andy, have they shut down traffic at that stop?
Absolutely. They have shut down 45. The record just showed up on scene along with a lot of activity going on here. And this is what's going to happen for rush hour and on inbound Gulf Freeway from anywhere basically from the belt all the way up.
Wow, take a look at this, and of course we're hitting rush hour at this point. It's now almost 4:20, and we know, as you mentioned just a moment ago, what that traffic is like when you're headed inbound, coming south on 45. This was at the Broadway exit, I believe. Andy, is that correct?
I'm positioned the other way. I really can't begin to tell you
All right, well,
exactly
we're going to assume that that's the case. We heard that from our producer. We want to show you that second collision in just a moment. As we say, the first time around he tried to take him. Here we go. He comes right up on behind that police SUV.
Denise, there's 16 cars present on the highway,
and then he just swings all the way across the highway, and you can see the front of his bumper coming off. He is momentarily stunned, it looks as though, and then tries to figure out if he can get out on the driver's side, and then sticks his head out the passenger side and is immediately greeted by a bunch of police officers. Amazing.
No other civilians were injured in that second, or either one of those collisions that he rear-ended two cruisers.
Absolutely. And now we are looking at a wide shot here of the freeway. As you can see, there are police vehicles just about every place. It does look like HPD. And Andy, a couple of questions. Did I hear you say 16 vehicles, police vehicles, a moment ago?
There are 16 cop cars just stopped at this scene in itself.
And you said at this point the freeway is completely blocked off, right? This is 45 headed north into town.
Correct. 45 is completely shut down as of right now.
All right. If you don't mind sort of panning out and letting us see some of the traffic there.
Yeah, because this investigation is going to take some time at this point. It won't be cleared up anytime soon. So for anyone that's already in that traffic or anyone coming up in this area, you can bet you're going to want to find an alternate route, because that scene right there is not going to clear up anytime soon. They even got the frontage road blocked off down there, it appears. We saw an ambulance there at the bottom of the screen near that crash on the frontage road. So you can see people already breaking through the gas station right there, trying to find an alternate route at this point.
And we understand this was at the Broadway exit. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're also going to check on the condition of those two officers who were obviously hit. So we'll be back in just a moment as Andy holds that shot for us.